You know what? Let's just get right into the next fight too, because that would just pump me up. Your boy, Thiago Moises. How do you feel? Because Alexander Hernandez is the real deal. I always have said that. But I mean, I'm curious to see what you think right now.
Yeah, so it's funny. I remember touching on Hernandez last time, and it was right after he had lost to Drew Dober, and we had said, like how many raw skills that this guy has. There's just certain aspects of his game that he just needs to shore up a little bit to become as dominant as he can be. And we saw that in his last fight, I believe against Greutzmacher, right? Like that was an impressive fight, man. And he really did seem to listen to you and shore up those few things.
Well, the thing about Greutzmacher fight is I feel for Hernandez as a prospect, right? Like, let's talk about the losses. Cerrone, rebirth of Drew Dober, and Jamal Emmers when you're 20 years old. At the end of the day, the kid's the real deal. He's a great MMA fighter. I believe he's going to be in the UFC for the next 10 years. I think he's only going to lose to elite fighters. And Moises, it looks the part too, right? I don't see either of these guys being the type that goes on these 3 or 4 fight losing streaks to end up outside the UFC. I just don't see it, because even when you look at Moises' losses, in the UFC, Beneil Dariush, who we now just call the Terminator, you and I, and Ismail Gulov, who is also, I can't wait to see that man fight again. And that's what I'm talking about the UFC, right? There's so many guys just hidden till you see them either come up in a fight, or you get reminded of all these dudes who are just are ready to just let's get it. So I really think this is going to be one of the most underrated fights, potential fight of the night. I really wanted to get your gauge on this one because I know you know both guys. And like technically speaking, we've already said Hernandez has definitely learned how to manage that weight. He likes to go in real heavy muscular wise. I think that he learned that in the other 2 fights where he just kind of adrenaline dump in a weird way. Like he looked great. And then, the experience of the other 2 managed to take over and power shots start landing. Right. And
I think this is going to be a great battle between, striking and grappling, right? Like Moises is great in submissions and stuff. And he makes them sneaky, you know what I mean? He pulls them out when you don't least expect it. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing the contrast in these. Obviously, the one thing that stood out to me I have to touch on is the fact that, Hernandez, you mentioned, he's going to be in the league for a long time. And I think his personality is going to take him a long way, man. He's a really humble dude, man. He doesn't talk a lot of smack. He really respects his opponents.
Hey, man, what's funny is in this moment right now, you know what? I'm going to pull this video up. I'm sorry. We might have even had a time. You just said that? I'm going to have to pull this up.
Persona of anything. It's just another day. And to me, standing across from Cowboy, I'm looking through the fighter. I'm looking at the man. And I think the persona and everything's just a big distraction. I just see myself facing an insecure little lad swinging on a saddle with a pop gun and a feather in his hat.
A little insecure popping cattle, fucking whatever. That's good. I can't wait for Saturday, man. I'm excited.
Static about Saturday.
Static, yeah. We just stood in the back. You didn't have much to say, so if you do,
you didn't have much to say either, partner. I'll tell you this, little friend. I'll be sending your geriatric ass fucking yeehawing back to the stables on Saturday. You're all buddy in the back. Just calling how healthy
you were
nice. I do look fucking healthy. I look great. You look like you served the last 2 terms in the fucking Oval Office. You look worn out. You look aged and withered.
All right.
You look aged and withered.
That means I beat everybody up there except for the champion.
Like, let's remember this fight.
Back to the geriatric.
He says I'm a stepping stone, bitch. I'm a motherfucking
bro. This boy just got humbled.
You are a jester in the way. You're an active participant.
Donald Cerrone.
You're concerned with entertaining people. I'm on the road to the throne. I'm concerned with kingship.
And Saturday,
you're a jester.
when I finish you, I will.
You don't
It just
belong
goes
across
on
from me
and
as much
on
as you
and
felt
on.
belong across from you. You're a stepping stone. Your 40th fight, if it took you that long to figure out what your goals are and that you're meant to be a champion, you're about 39 too fucking late. For me, I've known why I'm in this. I know why. I know my purpose. I know my mission. And I'm 100% committed to one thing. Unlike old day drinking Don over there who's got mixed mistresses and a number of extracurricular activities to hide from the greatest fear in his life, which is in front of him, I focus on one thing and one thing only. I know I'm going to be a champion. He's number 2. He's always been number 2. I'm going to be number 1.
156.
Let's just whoop. Whoop! And party done, boy. And so that's where, like, yes, I believe that all the right things happened to this kid at the right time. He fought the right guys. He learned the right lessons. This kid is already coaching guys at his gym. He's a phenomenal kid. I love the guy, and I'm so looking forward to his success at this level because I don't think he's going anywhere. In fact, he's already breeding fighters himself as he gets better. So that's how good we're talking he is right now. You know?
Absolutely. And this is going to be a great test for him as well. Thiago Moises is no joke here. So let's dive right into the line here. I'm going to give a little guess here. I do believe Hernandez should be the favorite. Not by much, though. So I'm going to give it maybe a minus 130.
Okay. So the thing for me, it's so funny that you said that because I actually agree with you on who the favorite is, but I actually gave him a higher line for even more reasons why I think Thiago Moises can still do some damage because, like you said, sneaky ankle lock against Michael Johnson was a great example. But I actually like his scrambling. I like his ability to strike and scramble. Your boy Bobby Green, what's his best feat? It is actually scramble and strike. Yeah. He can do it for 3 rounds. And Moises really played his game, and questionable win for a lot of people. I mean, I'm indifferent. I thought the fight was
great. How we felt about that one.
I'm gonna say you. I really thought it's like I really felt like you could give it both ends, but I remember I told you there's so many people who agree with you. Like there is so many because like I don't even think that I had such a lean when I came out of it. Like that's the true fact. And because when we don't watch fights together, it's really easy to have that separated opinion. So because of those factors, I actually gave him a less of a line of what I think the boys in red, aka the Devils, think. And so I was actually gonna go with minus 170, thinking that they won't put him actually a lot higher. So what do we got here, my man?
All right, you win this one again. It's minus 188, actually.
Wow. So
comes in at a minus 188.
Exact reason, Pies. I think his scrambling ability is probably underrated by the public. I think that the striking is where, people see Brazilian names, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, all that kind of stuff, and they think, oh, he's not going to be able to strike. Oh, Anthony Hernandez is a beast. But, I think against Bobby Green, he proved that at this level, he can definitely scramble real well and show all that stuff. So, get Hernandez against the fence. Make him real tired. You've seen what happens. Try to get him into that 3rd round and really see where his skills have gotten as the experienced fighter who's taken a guy like Bobby Green 3 rounds to a split decision kind of thing. That's the part that I'm really, really kind of excited to see. I think that either guy has so much opportunity, and it's really going to come down to how much they execute. But also, I think for a guy like Hernandez, if he lands big early, he might get that power shot off. But if he doesn't, control that energy, kid. Control that energy.
Yeah. So that wraps up UFC Vegas 20. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. All our Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff is there. Give us a follow, give us a tweet, shoot us a message, whatever floats your boat.
Peace.